AITA for exposing my boss's unethical behavior when trying to save my job. I never thought I'd find myself in the position of having to stand up to my boss at a company I thought I'd work for until retirement. But here I am, questioning if I'm the villain in my own story. A few weeks ago, I was called into my boss's office. Let's call him Tom. He was all smiles, but I could sense something was off. I had been working for this tech company for almost 5 years, and our team had just wrapped up a successful project launch. Yet, instead of praise, Tom dropped a bombshell. Layoffs were coming, and performance reviews would determine who stayed. I felt a pit in my stomach. We were under pressure, and Tom made it clear that any weaknesses would be scrutinized. During our meeting, he hinted that he might have to cut someone on our team, and I couldn't shake the feeling it was going to be me. Desperate to protect my job, I pushed myself harder. I worked late nights and skipped lunch breaks, hoping my efforts would shine through and guarantee my place. One day, I stumbled upon a teammate, Sarah, looking frustrated in the break room. "What's wrong?" I asked. She sighed. "Tom's been pushing us to cut corners on reporting. He said it's to save time and meet deadlines. I don't feel right about it." Alarm bells went off in my head. I didn't think much of it until I noticed the differences in our report submissions. We were instructed to omit certain performance metrics that could reflect poorly on our team. My ethics kicked in, and I confronted Tom during our next one-on-one. "I think we should include all data in our reports. Transparency matters," I said, fighting to keep my voice steady. He laughed it off. "You want to jeopardize the project just for the sake of honesty? You want to be the one who derails what we've built?" I felt small, but my gut told me that this was wrong. That weekend, I couldn't shake off the feeling of dread. I decided to dig deeper. I reached out to a few of my colleagues, including Sarah, and we discovered that Tom had a pattern of pressuring employees into unethical behavior to limit liability and save the company face. This wasn't just a one-off. It was the rock-solid foundation upon which he built his management style. Feeling helpless, we all debated our options. Sarah suggested we go to HR, but I was hesitant. What if Tom retaliated? What if I lost my job anyway? After a long night of sleepless worrying, I made the gut-wrenching decision to report him. I knew it was risky, but I couldn't be complicit in wrongdoing any longer. The next day, with a pounding heart, I gathered my evidence and marched to HR. To my surprise, they took my concerns seriously. They assured me they would investigate while promising my anonymity. As the days went by, I felt a mixture of relief and fear. Would Tom figure it out? After about a week, HR called me in for an update. Tom had been confronted with the accusations and offered to resign in exchange for a stellar reference. I was shocked. It felt surreal. In a follow-up meeting, my new manager praised my integrity. Ecstatic that the toxicity was addressed, I thought I'd finally be able to breathe. A few days later, though, I overheard a conversation between some coworkers. It turned out Tom had told everyone I was the reason for his departure. My heart sank. Later that day, the office atmosphere shifted. Colleagues I thought were friends avoided eye contact. I felt isolated. After work that week, I decided to confront a close coworker, Jake. "Did you really believe that I wanted Tom out? I was just trying to do the right thing." He shrugged and mentioned, "People like to think it was personal." I realized it wasn't just Tom. This workplace culture bred secrecy and mistrust. I couldn't be effective here anymore, living in fear of being alienated. After talking with my partner, I decided to start applying for new jobs. Last I checked, the company was in deep turmoil, still under investigation for other shady practices. Still, I feel the need for a fresh start. I just hope others can have the courage I lacked at the beginning. So, AITA for reporting my boss's unethical behavior, even though it may have cost me my working relationships?